Virgo, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to just dive right in with your current energy just to find out what is going on in your world. Kind of what is the big focus for you over the next week or so? Let's find out about your past and your strength. Virgo, I don't know what's going on, but you are definitely a fighter. I don't know exactly. You are definitely a fighter. I'm getting a lot of just overcoming obstacles in this, and I don't usually start interpreting the cards, but this is just the energy that I'm getting from you, from this. Let's find out about your potential outcome. Looking here, bottom of the deck, love this card for you, Ace of Swords. What I really like this card, this does feel like a battle card. This feels a lot like you regaining control and strength over what you want. And this is a card of setting boundaries, of creating expectations that are more realistic, more in line with like your intellect and just that whole part of you, which is a very strong part of Virgo. You are very intellectual. You use your mind a lot. You rely very heavily on kind of the analytics of every decision. You just put a lot of effort into it, and that's kind of how you go about your life. And this card really does embody all of that. So there's something here, but it's also kind of the start of something. But I'm getting a lot of regaining control. So your present energy, I'm getting the High Priestess in reverse being influenced by the Knight of Swords in reverse. So again, there's something here. You're regaining control, but again, you're doing it intellectually. So the High Priestess is very intuitive, and this is somebody who relies very strongly on his or her instincts. Knight of Swords, this is that just passionate gusto forward. This is somebody who's not willing to wait for things to just happen. The Knight of Swords says, you know what? I know what I'm going after, and I'm going after it. So right now, you're not trusting, or you're not relying on your instincts to move you forward. It's not that you're not moving forward. I know that kind of sounds a little confusing. You are moving forward. You're just not using your instincts as your primary method. You're not allowing that to dictate where you're going. But the universe does want you to focus on this Chariot. So this Chariot is all about success. This is success after battle. To me, this is kind of that phoenix rising. This is where you've been through it and now you're picking up the pieces, but when you do it, you're picking them up stronger than you've ever been. This is somebody who's learned a lot, been through a lot, and is taking all of that and making themselves a better person. We have the Ace of Wands sitting here in the past position. So you were focused on really going after what you want. That's what this Ace of Wands is all about. Where does your passion lie? What is it that you truly want? I'm seeing the Four of Swords in reverse sitting in your strength position. So again, this is movement forward. Four of Swords in reverse. You're not sitting around waiting for things to happen. You're actually starting the progress forward. You're starting that momentum forward. King of Cups, again, because it's showing up in reverse, you're not relying on your emotional side or anything or any kind of instincts. You're relying very heavily on your intellect right now. I am getting the Tower in reverse. So there was something here that, again, it feels like you overcame it. Whatever these obstacles and challenges were in your past, they maybe at different times were pretty substantial for you, but you're overcoming all of that. This is what the Chariot's all about. Again, Ace of Cups. I'm getting a lot of kind of pushing the emotional instincts to the side, and you're really going after things in an intellectual way based on reasoning and practicality. That's what I'm getting for you. Three of Cups, this is just happiness. This is you wanting to be happy, celebrating with friends, being around people that support you and love you for who you are. Six of Swords showing up in your potential outcome position. So there is something that you're walking away from or moving away from. Let me see if I can find out more about this story. Tell me more. Okay. Whew. So interesting. Two cards wanted to come out at the same time, and what they came out were the Sun and Justice here. So you're moving forward. You're not trusting your instincts, but that's actually going to work out better for you. It's actually helping you go into balance, go after the things that you want. You're going to be much happier right now by doing things this way. Maybe in the past you didn't rely so heavily on your intellect, like that, just that reasoning, and that really threw you off balance. Chariot, I'm getting the Emperor here in reverse. So the Emperor can be positive and negative. The negative side of the Emperor is a very controlling, dominating type of energy. So that could be a person or it could be a situation, but it feels like that's what you were overcoming. That's what you're victorious at. Whatever this kind of restrictions that you were feeling, it's almost like you felt very boxed in and you always had to behave a certain way and you always had to do things a certain way. So if you were kind of thinking along the lines of like traditions, but it was also, this was a very strong situation. The Emperor can be very dominating. This is somebody, if you think of like an alpha male type of energy, that's what you're overcoming, is that kind of like always being under somebody's thumbprint, that kind of, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it, but these are all things that are coming to my mind as ways to describe this energy. You're always at somebody's mercy. Ace of Wands, Two of Pentacles. So there was a lot of balancing here. There was a lot of going back and forth with your head and your heart, and you let your head decide to drive. Yep. You're moving forward here, Four of Swords, but you're also moving away from something. So I have you moving away from something twice out here now. So let's keep going. That is your strength. Your strength is in putting something behind you. Tell me about this King of Cups in reverse. The Devil. There is something here when you let your emotions just handle the entire situation, when you let them drive, there was something here that you see as very negative, very restrictive. The Devil energy can be some sort of addiction, but it can also just be some sort of toxic behavior. Feels very connected to that Emperor energy, very connected. Tell me about this. Ooh. See if we can get one card on the Tower in reverse. Yep, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. There's something here that you put a stop to. There's something that you just refuse to allow it to keep kind of dominating you, controlling you, something like that. That's what you're overcoming. That's what you've been overcoming this entire time. Ace of Cups in reverse. I got the Ace of Cups in reverse again. Yeah, again, your message is coming through very clearly. I'm getting a lot of synchronicities here. I'm getting a lot of parallel energies. You are just going about this in a different way, and it's actually really working for you. You feel like you're regaining control of your life, and you feel like you're regaining control of your emotions by even allowing your analytical side to drive. Tell me about this Three of Cups. I have the Star in reverse. Very interesting, because you want to go out, you want to celebrate with friends, you want to be, so proud of the progress that you're making, but just be careful, because there's also a side here that indicates that you're not really processing and allowing yourself to heal. That's what the Star card represents, and seeing it in reverse, there is this fear that you're never going to be able to heal from whatever this is that's been bothering you, and you're really overcoming it. But that doesn't mean, just because you're moving beyond the situation doesn't really mean that you've kind of made peace with it and healed from it. Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. What you're actually looking for in all areas of your life, because I'm not getting any one specific area of your life. This feels very much like a general kind of approach to all areas of your life. What you're always looking for is some sort of teamwork. So if somebody isn't going to show up, or somebody is going to put more on you than you're getting out of it, it's kind of like you're kind of done with all the one-sided relationships. That's what this is, because when I'm seeing this, this is the teamwork in reverse, which indicates to me that somebody's being very selfish, very manipulative, and expecting more out of a situation than they're willing to put into it. And you're moving away from that type of energy. You're not going to allow people like that in your life anymore. So take it as it resonates, because it could be in literally any area of your life, or it can be in all areas of your life. I mean, I'm not getting clear one way or the other. So let's find out any last messages from the universe. Oh, so funny enough, we got the full moon in Cancer, which is happening tomorrow. So as I post this reading, it'll be happening in a few hours. The card that came out, what it says is a personal issue reaches resolution, which is exactly what is happening throughout this entire reading for you. So Virgo, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.